the Home Minister of this country, Arnab, please, the Home Minister of this country, Mr. Shinde, spoke to Mr. Parrikar the same day and instructed him that please ensure that proper investigation happens and the victim, the entire episode is not brushed under the carpet.
I love that expression.
Pardon me?
Please update your records.
Well, I have your records and I know what you said. I know your attempt to link this to the BJP government in Gujarat over the snooping scandal. I also know, number two, that none of you had a joint press conference on this matter. And number three, both you and the BJP, both sides tried to make it political. Tried to make it completely political. But 1 minute.
No,
let not this political debate take away. Let not this political debate take away from the utter hypocrisy in the response of some people and some groups in their dealing with this matter. With me in the studio is Hemant Morparia. And I think, as I said to Hemant as before we came in, sitting outside the studio, I said your cartoon actually, revealed a lot. I picked it up yesterday. This is that cartoon Hemant put out. Hemant, you want to just hold it up and tell our viewers? Just let's hold it up. This is the cartoon he put out yesterday. It strikes a big chord because it exposes the hypocrisy of some sections in protecting Tejpal when they realize he's a person who is close to their own circuit. Hemant, hold it up. Let's get a close, tight shot to it. Yes. Let's zoom in on that. Tell us what this is about.
Yeah. The response which is in the...
Just hold it up firmly.
I think they have a copy.
Yeah. Okay.
The response has, the outrage we see when the rape is committed or an atrocity like this is committed by somebody from another strata, which is an lower strata of society, is far greater. There are hordes in the street. There are, massive protests, etc., which we have seen happen. But this was a kind of, if supposing the hair was in front.
Let's get a tighter shot on that.
Yeah.
Let's get a close-up shot to that. Just describe the cartoon and we'll get the shot.
Well, it's cartoons are generally self-explanatory.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have to, if I have to describe a cartoon.
Because I'm not getting the shot. Sorry. I take that back. I take that back.
So, well, if you saw the first half before, okay, let's say this, hang the rapist, and when you see who it is, you say, hang on. It's an observation that the intensity of, the response is whether people like us are victims or people like us are perpetrators. So there will be that is...
And what do you think, since we have a fairly candid program, what do you think of the response of people like Dalip Tahil, for example?
To be honest,
not individually, but Dalip Tahil or Rahul Singh, you've seen the way they've responded to it.
To be honest, I don't know. I think their responses have all been qualified. They have been, tempered, or they have been, let's wait and watch and let's law take it. That's the response which we see from the society which we are interrogating in this sense. So it's a wait and watch or let law take its course kind of a response, which is fair in its own way.
Absolutely.
I just want to say...
No, it's not fair. It's not absolutely not
See,
fair.
the reason why this case is getting a lot of importance as far as I'm concerned is tomorrow when there's a 1,000 crore scam and one of the ministers, I don't want to name any minister, takes money, of course the media goes after him and finds out. But a lot of people on the road, I'm just saying, ye to hona hi tha. But if supposing tomorrow Mr. Kejriwal takes even 1,000 rupees, it becomes a huge issue because he stands for something.
Correct.
And the same thing is with Tejpal. He has stood for something, and this has now become a big scene where he will be made an example of. Now, one must understand, why are we pursuing Tejpal? He's not a normal person.
Sure.
Not normal in the sense he's not a guy on the road. But as far as I'm concerned, it's exactly the same thing. That is why the media is taking it up and pushing it.
There is an employer,
the keeper of what they fought shouldn't be involved.
Relationship is a one of power.
No, that's more also the daughter's friend and all that.
Let's say if you promote an employee because she acceded to something, it's like actually changing a profession. It's like changing a profession from a journalist to something else. If you employ it's like almost like trafficking,
I agree. I just want to add
that's very bad.
Very quick thing is that, look, this particular case wasn't a situation where a girl came and complained. and Mr. Tejpal had said nothing, so it was his word against hers.
Yes.
This was well before the media took it on. She had made a written complaint.
Yes.
Tejpal had responded and given a written complaint.
Yes.
And then the media went. So where is the question of wait and watch? When a girl has said something, the man has responded. He said, I want to atone for it. And then the media comes in. How do you defend that? I don't understand how anyone is thinking of even, as you said, softening the blow, defending something where it's accepted. Now it's a question of we're fortunate that we don't know what happened in the lift, but otherwise everything is out in the open.
But once I just is it you're Dalip Tahil, you're listening to this? You're listening on to this? Are you also on the same side?
I want to respond.
Yes.
But listen, Arnab, I mean, I must thank Hemant for his comments, which is actually is the situation is that Mr. Alagh is saying about the letter that he wrote, but the contents was not in the public domain until much later.
No, they were completely in the public domain.
They were in the public domain, Dalip. Please don't. I'm telling you a fact right now. It was in the public domain.
1 second, Mr. Dalip Tahil, are you now trying to?
The details of it came.
No, of course it was the details of what Mr. Tarun Tejpal did in that elevator were well known. You knew about it.
You've been putting words in my mouth ever since this thing has started. I have no sympathies for anyone who has committed this crime. So there is no question of that. All I'm saying, and I've been saying, is that let the facts come out. I mean,
the facts were out, Mr. Dalip Tahil. The facts were very much out in the public domain. The facts were out in the public domain.
No, they weren't.
Of course, facts were out in the public domain, and you also knew. Of course, it was out in the public domain. Mr. Tahil, did you not know what the girl had said Tarun Tejpal did to her in the elevator?
Please get your facts right. The lady has filed a complaint on the 27th of November with the Goa police. At 5:30
No, you are
again.
One minute.
Filing the case.
1 second, Dalip Tahil, since you are allow me to please. Dalip Tahil, you are now taking that terrible route that many people, once they realize the folly of their initial position, take very often to try and retrace their steps and hope that the initial steps will be forgotten. The fact of the matter is, when you came on television, allow me to complete, when you came on television, you were completely aware, Mr. Dalip Tahil, of what that girl had accused Tarun Tejpal of. You were aware that everybody in the public domain, people of the law and others had said that what had happened to that girl in that elevator, by the definition of rape that has been laid out after Nirbhaya, is classically an act of rape. Despite that, people like you went ahead and accused the media of immediate and false judgment. Do you take that back tonight? Do you take it back?
I beg your pardon?
Do you take that position back? Like a lot of other people, that the media should stand away from this case.
Sorry?
Do you take that position back?
No, I never said
that the media should stand away from this case.
I'm saying the media should probe. The media should probe it. The media should expose it. That's its job. But the media does not sit in judgment, is what I'm saying.
No, but who's sitting in judgment? The media asks the questions. Who's sitting in judgment? Who's sitting in judgment? Why is the sense of hurt? Did Rahul Singh or you, the last person we followed inside a flight, and got the pictures? Like we did, Rahul Singh will remember, we got the pictures of that person who was in the public domain, was a certain cricketer called Srishant, who was caught in the IPL scam. Let me ask Rahul Singh. 1 second. The last person, the last two people we followed, like this Rahul Singh, one was Asaram and one was Srishant in two different cases.
Arnab.
Did you come out and complain?
Arnab.
Did you?
Arnab, what disturbs me is that you are convicting the man before.
I am asking you the question. The court will decide what happens to him tomorrow. I am questioning your reaction.
Yes, but my reaction is that he seems to have done something wrong.
Seems to have.
There's a victim there, but you are all convicting him already. You're convicting him.
On the contrary.
I think that's all wrong.
On the contrary.
That's all wrong.
On the contrary.
All that you and some of the panelists have said is a conviction.
Which part of what we have said is a conviction? I just don't get the grain or the strain of that particular argument. Rahul Narvekar, do you? One second, Rahul Narvekar here, because what you are saying completely defeats me, and goes past any acceptable
Rahul
logic.
Narvekar wanted him to be arrested.
Absolutely.
Rahul Narvekar wanted him to be arrested.
Of course.
There's a prima facie case.
Yeah.
The evidence that is available in public domain today makes out a prima facie case. If at all he is innocent, he can prove it otherwise also after arrest. There have been thousands and thousands of accused who are languishing in jail. Why is this special treatment being extended to him? And the rape, the law, Mr. Singh, I would like to just inform you that the onus of proving innocence is on the accused, and not the victim. So if he is to be arrested, he has to be arrested, and he has to prove his innocence.
Decide whom to arrest.
The onus is on him.
Do you decide who to arrest?
Mr. Singh, in umpteen number of cases,